Hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. My name is Rena Uha. Welcome to the Art Boss Smart Lead Masterclass. So excited to be here today talking about passive income. Passive income is super sweet, and passive income is so doable. It is about having the simple systems and those automation tools that actually put your sales on rinse and repeat. When we are talking about passive income, I know that people have lots of questions. What are you thinking when you first hear those two words? I'll tell you, those two words stop the scroll for a lot of people. What do you think about when you're thinking about passive income? What's your first question? What's your first question? Feel free. Hey, Bristol, it's good to see you. Oh my goodness. What do you think of when you hear the words passive income? What are your first questions? Go ahead and just post them in the comments. We're going to be having a conversation today. This is a much smaller group of artists who are investing in their businesses. So we want to be having more of a conversation. Go ahead, post them below. Say, here's my question about passive income. Is it a myth? Right? Sounds super sweet. Is it too good to be true? Hey, tell me, is my website the key to passive income? Maybe you're already thinking about passive income in a way where you're thinking about, what? Passive income comes down to having tools, it comes down to automations, and you may even be saying, you know what? Passive income comes down to finding leads and having a system or a tool that is finding leads for me. Maybe you're saying, oh my gosh, I just need leads. I just need leads. I know that the only way to even start bringing in an income is just show me where the leads are. Then hey, Ren, Joanna, it's good to see you, girl. Then maybe here's what you're thinking. You're like, yep, I need leads. And where are they? Oh my goodness, where are they? And you start thinking, well, goodness gracious, I'm working in the online market. They're everywhere. And you become more aware that it's not really an issue when you're selling in the online market, not having enough leads. It's really an issue of having so many leads, having millions and millions of leads, and knowing that inside of those leads contains your dreamiest, most wonderful new customers. But then you start processing, and you're like, there is no way I can manually sift through millions of leads to find the people and the art lovers who are getting ready to purchase. Okay. So instead of getting overwhelmed, instead of starting to think about passive income, there's no way, passive income is a myth. Let's start looking at the sheer numbers of leads that sit here inside of the online market, and let's start using that to our advantage. So here's what I'm going to say. We got to make this easier. That's what we're going to be talking today. We're going to be talking about automations that allow for us to put our art sales on passive income. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to grab a spot in your house, maybe a spot inside of your studio, grab a pen, grab some paper. I also want you to take a little bit of time and grab the Art Boss Lead Asset Audit. It's sitting inside of the Art Boss Business or the Art Boss Smart Leads Masterclass right here where you're watching this. If you can't find it, it's not a big deal. We're going to go through this during the training, but I want you to be ready because we are going to dig on in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So passive income is super sweet. I see a lot of questions in the stream. I was taking notes because we are going to be addressing all of the questions that you have about passive income, like where to start. What is like the initial setup? Like I have leads and I'm sending out emails, but they're just going into everyone's spam boxes. And we're going to be talking about all of that because we know this. Passive income is super sweet. Passive income is actually something we can do because we have we have so many leads sitting out in our social media and sitting in the online market. We actually have to shift and reframe from the mindset that I don't have enough leads to the place where I don't have enough manpower to actually filter through all of the leads that are sitting within my reach. This isn't like, oh my goodness, 100 years ago, or maybe even really 20 years ago, guys, where before we had access to the online market, before we had buyers who were willing to pull out their credit card to purchase artwork from entrepreneurs, we had to sell to the people who lived like within a, I don't know, let's just say 100-mile radius. And if it was 100 years ago, it had to be maybe a 10 or 20-mile radius where someone could actually walk and get to your studio to purchase artwork. We are sitting in a time of history where we have access to so many leads. It's no longer a issue and a sales problem that we don't have enough leads. It's actually, we have so many leads. The sheer volume, okay, is why we become overwhelmed. And the sheer number is why also business owners kind of get stopped in their tracks, is because they're trying to manually filter through every single one of those leads. So we provide support and help in the Art Boss Business Builder, creating the whole entire selling system. I spend 1 week every single quarter. Last July, just less than a month ago, I showed you the whole entire system that we need to close sales. Super simple. We need to collect leads, we need to connect with our leads, and we need to close our leads. But what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the automation tools that we can start using right now, this minute, to start collecting those leads, connecting with them, and closing them. Okay, so I took some notes while we had the little intro video. I know that you guys have questions about passive income. You can still be putting them inside of the stream. I would love for this to be more of a conversation, again, with a smaller group of artists that I'm working with. I'm not working with 3,000 artists today. I'm working with a handful of artists who are serious about their businesses and wanting to have the tool that they need in order to put their systems on rinse and repeat. So hello, Rachel. It's good to see you today. I'm so excited that you're here. So let's jump into some of those questions, right? Let's just bring them to the surface. And when we're working through today's training, and there's super powerful training today, and we're going to do some demos, and we're going to start looking at the tool that we need to start putting our sales on autopilot. Okay. So if you're just starting to think about passive income and you're like, you know what, is passive income a real thing? Let's just put it out there. Absolutely is a real thing. We can start putting our sales on autopilot. We can start using the tools and the systems that let us automate parts of our sales system and that allow for us to literally get the rinse and repeat system. Okay. So I also saw people saying, you know what, passive income, I want it. I want it. I want more time to create. I don't want to be bogged down anymore trying to find leads and close leads. I need to save time to create my artwork. I also saw people say things like, oh my goodness, passive income, what means less stress in selling. I have to worry less. Right? Who doesn't worry about like, oh my gosh, I've got to sell a piece of artwork. What do I say? What do I do? Who do I find? How do I get them to pull out their credit card? Passive income means you've automated the systems that allow for you to put your sales on rinse and repeat. I saw some people also ask, is my website the key to passive income? And we're going to get to that. We're going to dig into that specifically. And also, I want my clients reaching out to me. Okay. Then I don't have to feel like that salesy weirdo. Also, I saw some comments about emails, right? How do we leverage the power of our emails? Definitely going to be talking about that today as well. And because here's what it comes down to. Here's what it comes down to. We need to be looking at our current product and at our current system, and we need to start using the tools that are out there, the super easy, super affordable tools that we have at our fingertips, and we need to make sure we're using them in a way that allows for us to literally see who is viewing our artwork and then make offers to the people who are getting ready to pull out their credit cards. So we're going to just jump on in to some training in the presentation today. Keep on posting your questions in the comments. I'm going to be doing a demo today, and I'm also going to be taking some Q&A session towards the end. So we're going to be collecting those questions. I'm going to be answering a lot of them during this presentation. So if you still have an outstanding question by the end of the presentation and training, we're going to get to those pretty much towards the end of today. So I expect for this presentation to take maybe 20 minutes. We'll do a quick demo, and then at the end, we'll take questions. My goal is to get you guys back out into the sunshine. I want you to start thinking about your artwork in a way that it can provide you freedom so that you can go and do the things that you want to be doing. So let me go ahead and pull in the presentation, and we're going to get started. Let me do this one. Okay, perfect. So today is about the Smart Leads presentation. I assume that if you're here, that you want more online sales. Here's the one thing I'm also going to assume: your business probably isn't quite ready yet to hire a sales team. Also, if you're here, you're an artist, an art teacher, maybe an art gallery owner, or some sort of creative coach, or a creative in some way. Okay. Here's the thing. When we start looking at passive income, all online businesses are pursuing passive income, and they need to have the tools in the system so they can build the businesses that they want. We've already talked about this. It's not about not having enough leads. Okay. When we're working in the online market, actually our sales problem is about having so many leads that we just can't tell who's getting ready to buy. So it's a reframe that we need to start thinking about. When I work with artists and they're like, I can't find leads, like, well, we can find a lot of leads. We have to filter through all the millions of people who are in the online market and start finding the ones who are creating purchase intent and who are looking like they're getting ready to purchase. Okay. Passive income is so doable. It is a process. It is a path. And when we start using the tools that are available and at our fingertips, we can start creating that passive income immediately. And here's the good news. Okay. Passive income starts with finding leads. Okay. It is the place in our business that we can automate first. It's in lead generation. So what I want you guys to do, I'm going to pop back over here for a second. Okay. If you haven't downloaded this yet, it is just a tool that I've created for you in order to do a lead asset audit. Okay. It's a simple tool. If it takes you more than a minute and a half to do this, we need to chat, because it is, and the last couple of questions, you're going to have the answer to those questions by the end of the presentation. Okay. So the very first part of our lead audit is about evaluating how many leads we have currently today. Okay. So super quick. Okay. I'm going to just let you know this is super quick. I do not want you to spend any more than 30 seconds on this. I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to add these up. Okay. How many Facebook friends do you have? How many followers do you have on a business page if you have a Facebook business page? How many followers or members do you have in a Facebook group? Do you have followers on Instagram? What about TikTok? What about LinkedIn? And I know someone already let me know that they have an email list. And the email list, we might need to work on some good email like practices that allow for your email to get into more people's inboxes. But I want you to just add this up. You should really quickly you should be in tune to how many people are following you or friends in your social media. If you're not in tune to it, you will be today. Okay. So this is a huge benefit for you guys. How many Facebook friends? Just add it up really quickly. Don't go and search them all out. Just be like, well, I know I have about 200 people in Instagram. I have about 400 people following me in my Facebook profile. I have a big TikTok following. I have about 3,000 there. I have about 500 emails, and just add them all up. And when you're done, just write that number down. You don't need to share it. Okay. You don't need to share it, but we are going to use it to help you uncover what you need to do next. Okay. The number of leads will quickly tell me where you need to work and what tools you need to be using in order to sell more and increase sales. Okay. And once we increase sales, then we can put that process on autopilot and we can start getting you that passive income. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys a couple seconds. If you would say yes in the comments, that would be helpful when you guys are ready to move on. Just say, yes, I have my number. Okay. And I just went rounded numbers. Just say my assets are, I have 2,000 assets. I have 5,000, but you don't have to give me the number. Just say, thank you, Facebook user, for saying yes. Bristol, thank you for saying yes. Just need to know that you have your number because this is an important number for you and your art business. Okay, so awesome. Awesome. Again, this takes you more than 30 seconds, then you're overthinking it. Okay, we just need to get a general number. Okay, so your lead audit is going to tell you exactly what you need to do next. And that's why I love audits. That's why I love tracking. That's why I love looking at my art business and being able to quickly see where I have a gap and where the numbers tell me what I need to be working on. Okay. So if you have less than 2,000, okay, so if you add everything up, your emails, your Facebook assets, your Instagram, your TikTok, your whatever, and there are other platforms, guys. If you're like, well, I'm on Clubhouse or I'm in Pinterest, those are assets too. Okay. But I want you to add them up. And if you have less than 2,000 leads, what we need to be doing, it brings clarity on what we need to be doing. We need an automation tool that generates leads quickly. Okay. And does the heavy lifting of sifting through all the leads that you're finding so that you can quickly find the people who are getting ready to purchase. Okay. And if you gave them everything that they need to say yes, they would be your dreamy next customer. Okay. So less than 2,000 is one of those places where you're like, it's really clear. We know exactly what we need to do. And we need to be really focusing on lead generation. We need to have enough leads, enough people to talk to, enough people seeing what we're doing so that we can close sales. So I want you to write down, if you have less than 2,000, right? If you have less than 2,000, you need to write on here, like, what do I need to do next? I need to build my assets. I have watched artists build assets, thousands of them, within weeks. When you have the systems and the tools, you can quickly build your lead assets. If you have more than 10,000 leads, okay? So if you have less than 2,000, we need to be building our leads. If we have more than 10K, now there's clarity on what we need to be doing, okay? More than 10,000 leads, you need a tool that engages your current leads and then gives them everything that they need to say yes. You need to start focusing on tools that track engagement. Just like someone asked about the emails, make sure that your emails are getting into people's inboxes, being able to track who's actually opening the emails, who's following the directions in your emails. And really what we're doing is we're tracking engagement and measuring purchase intent, okay? So that we are making offers to the people who are about to pull out their credit cards. If you want to walk away from trying to sell to everyone who gives you a thumbs up or a heart or a smiley face, because I'm going to tell you, trying to filter through 10,000 people in a weekly basis who are giving you the thumbs up, that's beautiful, that's gorgeous, but you don't have any purchase intent behavior because you haven't been tracking it, because you haven't been actually collecting the data, you're missing out on quickly being able to determine who you need to be talking to next. Okay. So here's the best news about this, guys. It doesn't matter what your number is. Okay. Whether you're under 2,000 or over 10,000, if you're here, you're looking for help to sell more work in the online market. So it doesn't matter what your number is. We all need the same tools We all need the same automations that allow for us to start creating that passive income. I like to call it the triple threat tool. Okay, the triple threat tool. It's called the champagne room. I'm going to be sharing more about it later. I'm going to share with you the functionality and how it works. But it is a triple threat tool. And I'm going to pop back for a second and talk a little bit about why it is a triple threat. Okay. It is a triple threat. Well, first of all, my son is in college for theater. And so I love this whole concept that in theater, you have to be able to act, you have to be able to sing, and you have to be able to dance in order to truly make it in the industry for like Broadway. My son is totally into Broadway. He's not really Hollywood bound. He's like, no, I want Broadway. Okay, so he's like, I'm like, long time ago when he was in high school, I'm like, you need to be a triple threat. And he was resisting. He's like, I don't want, he goes, I love to dance. I love to act, but I don't need to sing. I don't need to sing, Mom. I don't need to be in choir. I don't need to take singing lessons until he hit college. And then his freshman year, he was like, yeah, I really need to strengthen my singing skills. So he had to quickly get up to speed. And now he's in musicals and he's loving them. He's like, I can't believe I didn't spend more time really getting my voice stronger. And I wish I would have become a triple threat sooner. So really what I want you guys to think about is you can have a triple threat tool that is going to allow you to collect more leads, connect with more leads, and then close more leads. And that's what we're going to spend today doing, is really breaking apart what those automations are and how when you put them into your business, because we're working in a space that has so many leads, let's take advantage of the fact that there are so many leads here, and let's have the triple threat tool that allows for us to find more leads. Then when we find them, sift through them and let the tool do the heavy lifting of sifting through all of those leads, so that we are just talking to the people who are getting ready to pull out their credit card. And for the rest of the people who may not be ready this minute to pull out their credit card, let's get them ready to pull out their credit cards. Okay. Most businesses, and I'm saying this not just for artists, but most online businesses are so bogged down with trying to manage freebie seekers and looky-loos and complainers that they don't have enough physical like resources, time, staff, cash to manually filter through all of those. Okay. So in fact, this is what's blocking your sales. It's not about not having enough leads. It's about not having the tools that you need to be able to quickly filter through those. Okay. So we need to have automations, and automations are sweet because we can start using them today and we can start seeing the results. Okay. So for some of us, we're gonna talk about the three automations that every business needs. And this is really powerful training, and it's for professional artists who want to be making significant, consistent monthly income, and allows for them to be claiming their dream of being a full-time artist with an income that matches what they're doing. Okay. So when we are working in the online market, trying to sift through all of these leads, we have to have those systems and tools. Okay. So we're going to just kind of dig on in. I'm going to pull up the presentation again, and we're going to talk about the first one. Okay. So let's go for it. Outbound messaging tool. We have to have a way to reach our dreamy new customers. Okay. So we're going to flip the script here. This may be one of the first times you thought of it this way. We're going to flip the script. This isn't like 20 years ago or 100 years ago. Okay. We are not handing out business cards and waiting for people to call anymore. We're not going to do it. If we want a system that we can put on rinse and repeat, if we want a system that allows for us to close significant sales, we have to have outbound messaging. We have to have an email provider. We need to think about social media schedulers, messaging automations. I'm going to show you an example of a messaging automation that tracks purchase intent and even like an outbound system that allows for us to recontact people any way that they've given us permission to reach them, including texting, messaging, phone calls, and being able to work with someone one on one when we have a high ticket, high priced piece of artwork. Okay, so we have to flip the script. This is one of the very first automations that allows for us to keep the people in our universe and stay in their consciousness. Not everyone's. Good Lord, we don't want to stay in a million people's consciousness. That's exhausting. That's when we start just serving the freebie seekers and the looky-loos. We want to be staying in the universe of the art lovers who indicate that they want what we have and they're getting ready to purchase. So I'm going to ask you guys, do you have a powerful email platform? Go ahead and post in the comments if you guys are already using an email platform. I'm going to pop back for a second. Are you using something like MailChimp? Are you using something like Active Campaign? Are you using something like Constant Contact? There's a lot of email providers out there. Do you have a email platform provider? Okay. Here's the problem when we just use an email platform provider. A lot of the popular ones that are out there right now, okay, they charge by email address. Okay. And it gets super expensive. And it gets really expensive. So if you have under 1,000 emails, like if you did your lead audit, and in that lead audit worksheet, there's a spot that says the size of your email list. Okay. If you're under 1,000, MailChimp gives that to you for free. They're like, yep. They're creating that relationship, giving you 1,000 emails for free. We know that 1,000 emails isn't enough to run a 6-figure art business. That's okay. We're going to help you build to more. But what ends up happening is when you start building your email list, quickly the price of the email providers goes up super fast. So like if you have 2,001 emails, then you get charged for 5,000. If you have 5,001, you get charged for 10,000. And if you have 10,000, you get charged for 25,000. So you can see that really quickly your email provider tech stack, that tool is going to get super expensive really fast. The more successful you are, the more emails you have, the more sales you're making, the more your email service is going to cost you. And when I was working actually with Active Campaign. When I crossed over the 10,000 email mark, my monthly spend, because they were making me purchase 25,000 seats, went up to over $600 a month. And I was like, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Right? And so when we pay per email, the actual emails, not how many emails we send. What ends up happening is you get charged for the unsubscribes, you get charged for the bounces, you get charged for the ones that land in the spam folders, and it becomes really expensive. Okay. So I was talking to an artist the other day, and she's like, I thought I had 1,500 emails. I was paying for one of the services and I thought I had 1,500 emails because that is what I was being charged for. And when I sifted through them and I moved over to a different platform where I didn't have to pay per email address, what I realized was over 2/3 of them had unsubscribed and the true number of emails was only 500. So we have to have really strong email practices that allows for us to get our emails into their inboxes, as well as not overpay for this. Okay. So I just want you to know that if you wanted where you just send out emails and you just pay for the emails that go out. Okay. It's a shift in the way that you can have a tool. And instead of paying, like I was paying $600 a month for my email list of like 10,001 people, but it had been bumped up to 25,000 because I was over the limit. And who wants to keep your emails lower just because like that's not a good business practice? Now I only pay $10 for every 14,000 emails that I send. A huge savings. It's not, it allows for me to actually save so much money that I'm saving thousands of dollars. Okay. We'll talk more about it, but I just want you to know you have to have an outbound email, an outbound messaging. You have to have those tools. And if you're limiting, like how I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I don't want more than 10,000 then. Like, what the heck? My business is running and I'm finding more leads. I don't want to be limited by the fact that I'm getting overcharged for my email services. Okay. So we have to have number one, we have to have outbound messaging tools. And most of us already have those email providers. If not, that's totally okay. But we may have found your first problem that's blocking your sales is that you don't have enough emails. Okay. We have to have social media schedulers, those services that allow for us to take one post and broadcast it across multiple platforms, as well as the ability to when someone comments on one of our posts in social media, we can send out an automated message that allows for us to quickly serve those people who have commented on our emails. We're going to be looking at a demo on that specifically. All right, perfect. Any questions yet? I'm looking. Can we get that lead audit worksheet? Yes, it's posted inside of the group, guys, and it is at pinned to the very top. Don't worry if you don't have it right now. You can download that at any time, and you'll be able to work on it. Okay, because just simply just knowing how many followers, emails, and followers you have in social media is really all that you need for right now. Okay. All right. Second tool, okay, this is an automation tool that you're going to need. You're going to need a sales funnel. And sales funnels are super, super sweet. Okay, they're what a lot of online businesses are missing. And it is one of the key automations that allows for us to do quick and easy lead generation with or without, listen to me, with or without ads. Okay, so no matter whether you're interested in running paid ads or you're like, no way, Jose, you need to have a sales funnel tool that allows for you to have a website that's sitting inside of your funnel. Okay, we're going to talk more about your website in a minute. Okay, you need to have a lead magnet, at least one lead magnet. But you'll find businesses who are growing have multiple lead magnets, and you need to have them running out in your social media, inside of your email campaigns, your text campaigns, your messaging campaigns that allow for you to quickly get more leads. You have to have offer funnels. What about consultation call funnels, abandoned cart funnels on your website, email best practice funnels? When we have sales funnels, we have the ability to start quickly collecting leads and start walking them down the path to the sale so that we're making offers to the right people. Funnels are the way that you start qualifying your leads. Funnels are the way that you walk away from all of those looky-loos, those freebie seekers, the complainers. You have the ability to literally tag them and remove them from your sales process. No need to talk to them anymore if they're never going to purchase your artwork. It also has the ability to start showing you exactly who is getting ready to purchase. And now you can continue to give those people every single thing that they need to say yes. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about websites. I'm going to pop back over because I want you to think about this. Okay. Websites of the past, the websites that we've been using for years and years are just expensive business cards unless we put them inside of a sales funnel. When we put them inside of a sales funnel, we now have the ability to see who is visiting our website. No longer letting Google Analytics tell us that, oh, you had 1,000 people look at your website this month. We're going to see who it is. We're going to have their name and their email address at minimum. We're going to start being able then to send out the outbound messages, that first tool that we talked, to the people who are visiting our websites. Okay. I want to know who is coming to my website. And if I just see that tons of people are looking at my artwork and no one is buying, that means that I don't have an effective tool. We need to start looking at our websites and adding the upgrades to it that allow for us to someone asked, is my website the key to passive income? And I'm going to say, not unless you have it inside of your sales funnel. Okay. So some examples of the sales funnel tools, okay, that are already out there. You have companies like ClickUp, Sam's Cart, ClickFunnels. Okay, they all charge different ways. Some of them charge per funnel, some charge per month. Some have, like most of them have no support. So you purchase the tool and you don't know how to use it. And when you go to ask someone how to use it, they're like, yeah, it's $3,000 to work with Russell in order to figure out how to actually use this tool. Okay. So if you, and now you also have to link in your email, outbound platforms, as well as CRMs. Okay. The thing about sales funnels, and I was a click funnel junkie for years. I absolutely love click funnels. The problem with click funnels is it doesn't play nice with the other tools that I needed to use. So I still needed to use email and outbound messaging services. I still needed to use the other tools inside of my business. And ClickFunnels was like, I don't want to work with them because they were competitors, right? So when you start to have ClickFunnels as competitors with Active Campaign, they don't always work together very well and they get glitchy. I don't need to lose a sale because two systems don't like to work together. Okay. So they just don't always play well together, mostly because they're competing. Okay. So any questions about the sales funnels? Anyone using a sales funnel? Anyone have like Sam's Cart or maybe ClickFunnels or ClickUp, any of the other ones that are out there? Just curious, because the second automation tool that we have to have in our businesses is the sales funnel. And it's the actual tool that collects our leads and starts ClickFunnels official. Yay. I do love ClickFunnels. But when I worked with ClickFunnels, they had some glitches when I tried to put all my integrations together. So ClickFunnels, someone said I tried ClickFunnels, got lost very quickly. We need someone to show us how to use it, right? And not all the time do we have $3,000 to work with Russell in order to figure out how to use it. Okay. So perfect. I'm glad that you guys are starting to look at the sales funnels, recognizing the power of them. I want you to have the support that you need so that you can be using them. So you're using that classic version. Yeah, they just upgraded to 2.0. That was the switch that got me, that got my business in trouble, not in trouble, but got my business to where where I was like, I can't do this. I can't relearn a second system, ClickFunnels. Like I just learned the one you taught me. Okay. So the third automation tool, let's just go ahead and get these three tools out there. They're the triple threat tools. And then we can start looking at demos and taking some questions because I want you guys to be able to ask some more questions. So let me go ahead and we're going to talk about the third automation tool that you need. Okay. It's called a CRM. It stands for Client Relation Management Tool. You need to be able to see who is getting ready to purchase so that you can be making your offers to the art lovers who are getting ready to pull out their credit cards. This is what allows for you to walk away from getting, like when you're so excited because someone just put a smiley face next to one of your pieces of artwork, and then you reach out and you see if they want to buy it and you feel like a salesy weirdo. And that's when people get mean. We have to be running a system that allows for us to track our leads, to see who's opening our emails, who's commenting on our social media, who's looking at our website. And when we start putting all of that information together in a tool, we now have what are called purchase indicators, and we can start lead scoring. We can start looking at our leads, and we can see, I'm going to pop back because I want you to see this. And I get so excited because all this, if it's the first time you've heard it, I'm like glad you're here. If you've heard this before, I'm going to show you a tool that's going to put everything together in the champagne room so you no longer have to spend so much money piecemealing them together. Okay, so here's the thing. Who do you think's more likely to purchase? Okay, Sally, who has opened 3 of your emails this month, who has commented on 4 of your posts and has been looking at a specific painting that you can see what piece they're looking at on your website. Is Sally more likely to purchase, or is Jack, who you have no idea if he's watching you on social media? He's definitely not opened any of your emails that you sent to him, and you have no idea if he's been at your website. Okay. Who's more likely to purchase, Jack or Sally? Okay. When we have the tool that put a lot of Sallys within our container and we're working with the Sallys, okay, we're going to do a whole lot better than when we're working with Jack and all the Jacks that we're trying. So we have to be able to do that. The CRM is the system and the tool that allows for us to start being able to track our leads so that we're making offers to the people who are getting ready. Okay. So like I saw heart go up. This is it. Okay. It's the triple set tool. It's the triple set tool set that allows for you to really create that passive income. Okay. So I'm going to need a little bit of your help for the demo. And we're going to get your help right now, if you don't mind. I need a little bit of help from you, but I'm going to show you when you start tracking social media engagement alone, and you have now the ability to sift through people who are engaging with you on social media. I'm going to give you an example of how the tools that we use in the champagne room, and when they're all talking to one another, creates this powerful change in your business. So I'm going to ask for you to pop over to Facebook with me. If you're on a computer, it'd be really helpful. Or even, I mean, you're going to lose the feed, so it might not work so well, but let me just show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I did a post about, let's make sure you can see this. Okay. I think it was a couple days ago. You can see my Ren. Nope, you can't. Let me pop it over here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah. I just want to make sure you can see the Ren. Okay. So this is a post I did a couple days ago. I told a little story about one of my paintings, kind of has a really big story around it. This is one of my best selling pieces of artwork. I've sold thousands of these pieces. I've sold them to TJ Maxx and some of my art licensing clients. So I know it's a really popular piece. I tell a little bit of the story, and then I'm like, say me in the comments if you would like a free digital note card. That's a lead magnet. Guys, I'm creating a lead magnet funnel here. And when I did a couple of days ago, I had some people say yes. It's not one of my biggest engaging posts out in my social media. That's okay, because the most important thing I want you to see is that all the people who liked this, I have the ability to put them inside of my funnel. I literally can hover over Linda's name, and you can see how over here on the right, Linda, girlfriend, all of your information popped up. I can go over all of the people here who have liked my piece of artwork, and I can put them in my funnel. I can come over here and put them in my art funnel. When I put them into my art funnel, I can click that they were interested in the Ren painting. And so I have collected their purchase interest based on a specific piece of artwork. Okay. Super powerful. It preloads it all over into my CRM. And now I have purchase indicator that the 25 people here are interested in the Ren artwork. It is not going to tell me that they're going to purchase, but I'm tracking engagement across key posts that are purchase intent posts that I can see are getting ready. And I also want you to see that I have an automatic message that's going out as soon as someone says gorgeous, beautiful. Okay. Once they say that, an automatic message goes out delivering their note card. So I no longer have to spend time trying to deliver everything that I promised. I'm actually nurturing and giving people what they need. When they go to my funnel, I can collect email addresses. If they want that digital download, I have the opportunity to grab their email address and quickly start growing my email lead list. Okay, so super powerful stuff. Later on, I'm going to show you how easy it is to just send out a automated email or an automated response like to Belinda here. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to demo that later. If you get a chance and you want a copy of the digital download, just write me in the comments and I will get that out to you. So I just want to make sure that you guys saw that, okay? Because here's the thing. If we're just putting all this time in creating really great social media content, but we're not tracking the engagement and we're not tracking the hearts and the likes, the thumbs ups, the comments, we're missing out on purchase intent. No way am I saying that all 25 of those people are going to purchase that piece of artwork. But when I start looking over a month at the people who are consistently engaging in my social media, opening my emails, as well as visiting my websites, I have a smaller list of people who are more likely to purchase. Okay. It's amazing stuff here. And I want to I'm going to share a story of Karen, who is, I'm an art boss. She came to me and she said, I just had a post go viral. And I was like, okay, cool. Show it to me. Show it to me. She had 4,800 likes and hearts. It was a beautiful painting, a gorgeous painting. She's even admitted this, so I'm allowed to say it. It's not her best work. It was a beautiful floral painting, but she's like, it's not even my best painting. I had no idea I was going to get this kind of engagement on this. And I was like, well, it's gorgeous, but I would absolutely have agreed. It wasn't her strongest piece, but it hit. Okay. And she's like, now what? Even though she didn't have the tool at that moment, we still were able to add it in and load it up and then take advantage of the 4,800 people who liked and thumbs up, sending them out messages to see if they'd be interested in any sort of like being able to work with Karen at any level. We were able to send out lead magnets and she's like, it's running in the background for her right now. And we're like, oh my gosh, she's like, oh my gosh, even if only like 10% of these people say, yes, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing. She's like, that's 500 people. And I'm like, absolutely. She also had 600 comments and she was like, I don't have time to reach out to every single one of these puppies. I would love to. We kicked in the message deliverer and then she was able to send out a message to each one of those. Again, it was running in the background and she didn't have to spend time doing it. Okay. That's the key to passive income. We have to get all of these sales and marketing events and tools. They have to be automated so that we're not the ones trying to send out 600 messages and then write down the names of 5,000 people and then put them into, I don't know, a Google spreadsheet. Where are you going to put them? Okay. So super great stuff. Okay. Super great stuff. All right. Sally. I love that. Yeah. The Sallys are going to purchase. Okay. System.io. Perfect. Okay. I'm just reading through. Cripes. I know. Like we never know which one of our posts. I'm assuming you're like Karen's post that went totally viral. You don't know which one is going to do that. When I have a really great post, it's usually in the 400 to 500 like hearts and likes. Still too many that I don't want to write them down. I want to be able to quickly put them into my CRM and then track for purchase intent. Okay, so I'm going to show you later about how like the backside and just show you how easy it is to just send those messages. Okay, let me think here. So as we're kind of moving forward, let me bring in the presentation because we're heading down the home stretch and we're going to take questions and I'm going to do a little bit of a demo. So let me add this to the stream. Okay. So what do you need? What is the triple threat tool set? Okay. Outbound messaging tool. That's your email platforms, your schedulers, anything that allows for you to take back control and start getting what you're doing inside of your perfectly dreamy new customers feed, social media, emails, getting them to your website. Okay. Then you have the sales funnel tool that is really built for lead generation and also making offers to your dreamy clients to really start being able to sift through and determine who is getting ready to purchase and then giving the rest of the people who are sitting in your sales funnel who might not be ready today. That's okay if they're not ready to purchase today. Let's get them ready to purchase. Our sales funnel allows for us to give them everything they need to say yes, so that when we start making our offers to them, they have a better chance of saying yes when we make our offers. And the final one is the CRM tool, which allows for us to start tracking that engagement and really starting to tell us exactly who we should be making those offers to. So when we have those three tools, here's what happens. Okay. Our business is going to grow. And when we piecemeal them together, when our business starts growing, so does the cost to our tools. Okay. And I'm sharing this because I learned this the hard way. I didn't know there was an option. I didn't know there was a champagne room. I didn't know there was one tool that was going to let me put my art sales and my selling system on rinse and repeat. So, what ends up happening is the more leads you get, the more your email delivery system cost. Okay. And if you don't have enough leads, okay, you need to get more leads. So you have to have these tools in order to get more leads. If you're saying, you know what, I don't have any more than 2,000 emails and I'm not paying that much for my email campaigns right now. I'm not paying that much. I'm just going to stop here for a second. I'm going to say, maybe we found your problem. Maybe we just found your sales problem. If you don't have more than 2,000 emails, we might have found your sales problem. If you have 20,000 leads in your social media, but not enough emails, we may have found your problem. Okay. So we need to have all three of these tools to get quick, simple lead generation with or without ads. Doesn't matter to me if you want to run ads or not. You need these tools to quickly filter so that you're not making offers to the freebie seekers and the looky-loos and the complainers. We don't want to have someone yell at us in our social media for trying to get our artwork in their hands because they seem like they need what we have. Okay. We want to walk away from that. Okay. We need to have these tools to create a scoring and tracking system that tells us exactly who's getting ready to purchase so that we can start giving them everything they need to say yes. Okay. So here's the thing. The more that you use these tools, they have to be talking together. And if they are not talking to one another, if they're not allowing for you to see the people who are getting ready, if you're running all of these tools on different platforms that don't play well together, you're going to spend a lot of time moving leads from here and there. So all the time you're saving finding leads, now you're like, crap, I don't have the newest leads over in my CRM. They're still sitting over in my email. Okay. So we want to make sure that when we're putting these tools into our business, that they're able to talk to one another quickly, simply, and smoothly, because oh my gosh, we don't want to have to pay for zaps to get information places, all that. Like again, our tool stack costs just start growing. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. So as our business grows, so does our cost for these tools, and we want to make sure that that they're all talking to one another. Okay. And as your tech stack becomes more powerful, you're going to find more problems with your tools not talking to one another. So the first gap is that the cost for your tool stack starts going up really quickly. And then the second problem is when you're running them all from different companies that they start to like fight. Okay. The price of your tool stack goes up as well because a lot of the tools you have are overlapping in the services. And so you might just need one little sliver from each. Okay. The overlap means you just start paying more. Okay. So just like an artist who shared with me, she had 1,500 emails, but when she really moved over into the tool that she was no longer paying for her unsubscribes, she had lost 2/3 of her email list simply because she wasn't running good practices in her emails. Okay. Finding new leads is super important. And we have to have a tool stack that's finding the leads, keeping them in a container where we can track them, and having the outbound so that we can do outbound messaging. Okay. I'm going to share, pop back over. I'm going to share Okay. As my business was growing, I didn't know there was one tool that all worked together. So I was piecemealing my email platform with my sales funnel, with my CRM. Each one of those was costing me between $200 and $600 a piece. And it didn't take long where I was spending tons of money on my tool stack. When I moved over into the champagne room, I literally saved thousands of dollars a year, and I didn't know it existed out there. And so I just want you to know that we have the ability to have a tool that's going to allow us to do this. Okay. So let's just look at this. So if you're tired of manually finding leads, you're just exhausted and overwhelmed and don't know where to start, this tool could be for you. Okay. If you need some help to find your leads quickly so that you don't feel like a salesy weirdo when you're reaching out to someone who gives you the smiley face comment, this tool is for you. Okay. If you have an email list that's just sitting there, okay, or highly unsubscribed, or it's not making it into the people's email boxes, okay, this tool is for you. If you've seen sales with your online system and now you need help with the heavy lifting of the lead generation and that lead management, and you also want to start reducing the cost of your tool stack, okay, this is going to be for you. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the all-in-one tool that's going to allow for you to be able to put your sales on autopilot. Okay, it's an all-in-one tool. It's called the Champagne Room. I'm going to stop here for a minute and we're going to start answering some questions before I show it to you. I want to make sure you guys have, like, if you have questions. Okay, this all-in-one tool has your sales funnel, your website, your CRM. It has your email, has your pipelines, your SMS, your messaging, your lead scoring. It also has your social media scheduler, your trigger links, your video hosting, your URL redirects, the payment portals, the calendars. It is really going to set you up for the success that you need in your business. Okay. Whether you're an artist, whether you're an art gallery, whether you run a local, if you just run a local business, this works for you. If you run a national business, it's going to work for you. Even if you're an art like teacher and you deliver training, it also has a membership library that automates your delivery of your training. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So I'm just going to stop here. I know that you guys have had questions during the training, and I've answered a lot of them as we've gone through. Thank you for posting them. But I'm gonna see if you have questions, because here's what I'm guessing is you'd like to see the tool. And I'm going to be showing you the tool. We're going to meet the maker of the tool, and I'm going to tell you a little story. But I want to make sure that that we're covering your questions before I even start showing you that tool. We have to have a tool that's doing the heavy lifting for us. Okay. And so go for it. If you have questions, I'm not seeing any additional new questions yet. But if you're newer to the online market, this tool is for you. It's going to help you build your leads. If you've been here for a while and maybe you're kind of like me going, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm spending all this money on tech. The more my business grows and the more money I make, the more I need these additional tools. And it's just not fair that I'm spending all this money on a tech tool. Who knew that emails, like when you are successful and you have more emails, then you spend more money? My other choice is to limit my emails and make less money. Like, that's like not what? Let's not do that. Let's not be like, okay, I'm not going to have to buy any of these tools because I don't want any emails. No, 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 no. We need the emails so that we can close the sales. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ready for the demo? Yes, it has like the storage like Kajabi. Yes, that's exactly. I got to walk away from from the membership sites like Kajabi or Teachable. That's another big one, because that was another cost that I had. I was like, whew, this tool, it had my triple threat tool set in it, and then it had also my video hosting and the like Kajabi or Teachable. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready for the demo. Ready for the demo. Okay, so I was so excited when I found this tool because it literally took my tech stack cost down like $800 to $1,000 a month. Okay, so right away I saw over $10,000 of more profit just by simply moving to a tool. You guys might not be there yet, or maybe you are, and you're going, "What the heck? You mean I can write now today reduce my tech stack cost? Yes, you can. Okay. I'm working with Melissa Ricker. She is a nuclear engineer by trade. She just loves numbers. She loves crunching numbers. She runs a highly successful she creates this tool on a platform that allows, and it's all in one. Okay. Just going to say it. It's on the Go High Level platform, a really amazing platform. But I went to her and I said, "Oh my goodness, this is an amazing platform. It's saving me so much money every single month. I've already built out the funnels for artists. I already have the lead magnets. I already have the website funnels. I already have the unsubscribe funnels, the consultation call funnels. I already have all of the emails you need to send out that are attached to each one of them. I've already created them. I've already created the workflows. I already like it's all together. What if we put this like what if we do this? What if we work together and would you build this out so that we have a champagne room that is built specifically for artists?" And she was like, "Absolutely. Absolutely, we're going to do it." So I'm going to introduce you to Melissa. She does a really great job explaining everything that's in the tool. And I'm also going to, let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to share the screen. I need to pull it up. Pull it up in the right place. There we go. So I'm going to pop it over here. We're going to watch the her presentation. It's about 6 minutes, but she explains it way better than I do. You're going to appreciate this instead of me. Perfect. Perfect. So I wanted you guys just to see Melissa. I want you to also have, I'm going to pop this up in the banner. You guys have access to watch that video again if you want to. And everything is here. I've got to pop it up. Should be, there we go. Okay. Launch.karenauha/autopilot. If you pop that into your browser, you're going to be able to watch that video again. You're also going to be able to see demos of what it looks like on the back side of the tool. She's done an amazing job putting together information for you. Also, I want you to see the price. I mean, we're going to talk about price. We're going to talk, I want you to see all the features, everything that's in there, the support, right? It's not like ClickFunnels where you have to spend oodles upon oodles of money just learning how to use the tool. We build out all the support that you need so that you can understand and learn how to use that tool. It is a huge game changer. When any of the other tools that I've ever purchased, I had to learn them on my own. I didn't have this kind of support in the included in the price. It was always an additional add-on. So these are super amazing opportunities. There's a 24-hour chat. Let's just go through it for a second because I want you to know, if you've clicked on the link, you know that it's $347 a month. Okay. It is, for most of you, going to replace the cost of what your email platform is costing you right now. If you're thinking, I'm not spending any money on my email platform, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to seriously say, we may have just found the problem to your sales. Okay. So we want to be forward pacing and making sure that we have all the tools that we need. And for those of you who are already building your business and you're starting to see the icky sticky, I call it the icky sticky of your tech stack getting more and more expensive, this is the solution. So for $347 a month, it allows for you to have access to the triple threat tool set, as well as all of the other things that, let's just go ahead and pop it on. Let me just grab it. Okay, as well as everything else that I popped in here and more. There's so much more in here, but these are the things that you're going to need for your art businesses. Okay, so go ahead and any questions you guys have. I want to remind you that I've built this out for artists. Okay. When you come into the Champagne Room, it is a collaborative project with the Art Boss formula, which means all of the funnels that are in there, the wording, the content, the emails are specific for art businesses. Okay, so we already took a look at the tool, and I want you to know that this is a really great chart to see as your business grows. Here are all the tool stacks that are included inside of the Champagne Room. And when you add everything up, pop this up for a second because you're going to need to be able to see it. When you add everything up, the coaching, the support, the CRM, the sales funnel, the website development, the surveys, email marketing, two-way SMS, booking appointments, workflow automations, membership portals, the call tracking, the reputation management, the social media calendar, the VA to build your funnel, right? And the coaching, what ends up happening is you're spending over $3,000 a month when you're piecemealing these all out. And it's scary how fast it happens. You're locked in to this $347. When Melissa talked about the price doesn't go up as your success, she's referring exactly to what happens with your email platform, that the more leads you get, that very quickly you end up spending a lot more money than $347 just maintaining your email list. Okay, so the email or the Champagne Room, along with the Art Boss formula, I want you to remember, here's the support that you're getting. Okay, you're not having to pay for the support to learn how to use this tool. It's coming preloaded with the sales funnels for artists, the CRM, the lead score reports, the emails designed specifically for art businesses, and including whether you sell artwork or you sell art classes. The onboarding call with the Champagne Room. Oh my gosh. Within, it's a 1-hour onboarding call, and they put together all your integrations, get everything set up so that you can quickly start using this tool. It's one of the things, I'm just going to be honest, when I'm trying to use new tools, typically this onboarding call is not free. It's not included inside the cost of what I'm paying for the tool. And I can spend months trying to figure out how to get integrations to work together. Weekly tech call support from the Champagne Room, 24 hours, 7 days a week, a chat line that is manned by a real person, the training library that complements it and shows you how to set everything up, one monthly funnel strategy call with Melissa, and one monthly art strategy call with me. So who's it for? Because if you're still here, I want you to know whether this is a good fit for your business, okay? You're a professional artist who's looking for a solution to automate your sales system, okay? If you don't have a sales system, you can use ours in the Art Boss Business Builder, okay? Let me know if you need a system. You know that the online market has your dreamy new clients and you want a tool that's going to do that heavy lifting for you and then quickly find your leads without having to manually qualify them, okay? Thousands of leads on a daily basis. If you're ready for this, okay? If the tech tool stack cost is happening to you, where all your tools are starting to eat away at your profits, okay? If you've been looking for a tool that's fully integrated and not costing thousands of dollars a month. Okay. Here's my invitation. This is the invitation I'm giving to you guys. Anyone who is here at the Smart Leads class, okay? You can purchase the champagne room for $347 along with all of the support. And if you purchase today and claim, I'm offering you the sticky lead magnet build out. Okay. It is the first thing we work on when you come into the champagne room. Okay. We're giving you a 4-week course with pre-recorded training on how to create sticky lead magnets, those lead magnets that find your ideal clients, step-by-step instructions on how to build that lead magnet inside of the champagne room, and also 4 one-hour Q&A sessions with me and Team Art Boss. Okay. I charge $1,500 for a lead magnet build out, and you're getting this today complimentary if you choose to come on board the champagne room by the end of today. Okay. So I want you guys to be able to, if you have questions, if you're like beyond what I'm going to be answering the questions in the comments, but if you're like, you know what, I really would love to know if this is the right thing for me. Is my business ready? Okay. You can also grab a call with me by clicking this into your browser, launch.karenauha.com/book. Let me pull this up really quick so that you also have the link to the champagne room. Okay, so I'm going to pop on back and we're going to do a Q&A session. Okay. I've done my best to get your questions answered during the training, and then I wanted you to see the tool. Okay, and I want you to know that this tool is going to help you build your business. And if you're already at the place where you have 5,000 to 10,000 leads already, especially email addresses, this is going to start saving you money. Okay, so let me see in the comments if we have any new comments. Oh, no audio. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm not sure why the audio wasn't showing. I apologize for that. Okay, what I want you to do is grab this link right here. Okay, and listen to it. I don't know why it wasn't coming through. I could hear it, but obviously you couldn't. So what we're going to do is that link right here, karenauha.com/autopilot. You're going to be able to listen to what she's sharing with you. It is all of the tools that are included. Okay, so perfect. Sorry about that. I do not know why that wasn't perfect. Okay, awesome. So when we are working in the online market, I'm so sorry. I'm like kind of sidetracked going, oh my goodness, you couldn't hear the sound. I'm like, criminy, jeepers. Ugh. Okay, go and watch it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to waste 6 minutes of your time to be able to do that. But I just want to take some questions now, right? And I want you to know, here's your next step. Go check out the link, watch the video. It's there. So sorry. Make sure you look at the other demos that are on that page. You kind of want to see what's on the backside. If you're ready today, I'm going to add in that $1,500. It's called the Sticky Lead Magnet Training. I'm going to add that on. It includes 4 meetings and Q&A sessions with me and my team. Okay, so super amazing, powerful stuff. I don't want you just to have the tool. I want you to know how to use the tool. Okay. All right. Some of the questions that we've had here. Let me think here. So I have a few questions that came in other trainings. If you don't have questions for me, okay. I want you to see some of the additional questions that people have had over time. Okay. So frequently asked questions, here they are. Okay. Is there a long-term commitment? No, no long-term commitment here. It's a pay by the month. You can pay month to month, or if you want to save money when you purchase the whole year, I think you save close to $500 for the whole year. I have to do the math again, but it's probably close to probably more than $500. So you do have an option to take the monthly plan if you wanted to save money. Um, who's going to show me how to use the tool? Okay. That is the key thing that we're offering here is the support in the technical part. So the Champagne Room is providing a huge amount of technical support. And then I'm providing the strategy that you need. Like the questions like, what is my lead magnet? That's why I'm providing the access to the sticky lead magnet course, because your first question is going to be like, great, I know how to build one, but what is my lead magnet? I want you to have a lead magnet that is sticky and is getting your clients. Okay. So you not only do you have weekly access to the Champagne Room team, you have 24/7 manned chat line. You have weekly tech calls, onboarding call. Okay. And if you would like additional support after you grab the tool, Team Art Boss and I will guide you to the additional training that's available in our programs. Is my business ready for this tool? It's a very popular question. And I just want to spend a minute here and talk to you guys about the power of the tool. So this tool not only puts your business on, rinse and repeat and gives you passive income, but it also creates this really sweet framework for your business. It starts showing you the gaps in your sales. Like if you don't have enough leads, this tool will quickly build the lead base that you have. If you have thousands of leads but they're not closing, it's going to show you how you're going to need to be using the outbound strategies to start engaging those people. And when we have a tool that actually starts pointing out the problems that we're facing, then we can ask the right questions and then we can get the right answers and we can get back on track and get those results. So someone has asked, oh my goodness, what is your favorite thing about the Champagne Room? Okay. Other than the fact that it saves money and everything is connected and I don't have to worry about the tool not talking to one another, everything is integrated. It's really back to the point that it's a framework that actually, when I work with artists who are using the Champagne Room, they start asking the right questions about their business. And it's super powerful. So when I work with people who are in the Art Boss Business Builder, they start asking questions like this. They're like, "Okay, great. I'm building my lead magnet. Where do I put it?" Like, excellent, right? And they start quickly seeing that they actually need more than one lead magnet. And because the Champagne Room is here, once you create one, you clone it and create another one, and it gets really fast and simple to create powerful, sticky lead magnets. Then when they have the lead magnets, they're like, okay, now I've got these leads. What do I do with the leads? And I'm like, we got to connect to the email campaigns and we need to be tracking when they're going to our websites. And it just starts providing this really sweet framework for artists to start diagnosing the disconnects in their business. Okay, super sweet. What happens when you have a full calendar and you can no longer take commissions? Woo! We do the happy dance. Bristol, that's exactly what we want. We want to fill our calendar so that we can. We're gonna go to strategy now. Okay. The tool isn't going to tell you this, but you're asking the right question. What happens when I start filling my calendar and I have no more time? Then we need to work together and talk about your offer, right? Yeah, if you are filling up your calendar, the marketplace is telling you it's time to, the answer to this. What do you need to do, Bristol? You need to raise your price. Okay. So then we're going to build out the system to find more and more of the leads who are purchasing from you And when we raise our price, we're going to make more profit. Okay? And we're going to be able to, that's how we scale our businesses. Increase prices. Exactly. That's a really good example of asking the right questions. And although the tool isn't going to tell you what to charge, if you want help, that's a perfect example of how we can send you to the programs that we offer inside of the Art Boss that will allow for you to understand what you need to do to raise your price on your offers. Okay, so great question. Any other questions? Because I get a bunch of questions over time. I'm going to kind of just pop through some of them. I had a few people in our last masterclass ask these questions. A lot of them are around, is the tool right for me? Right? Is it right for me? Am I ready for this tool? And I'm going to reiterate, I love the tool because it creates structure. If you're at the beginning of the journey in the online market, it's literally going to tell you what to do next. You already did your lead scoring, right? You know what your lead score is. If it's under 2000, we need to build out your social media funnel. We need to get more followers there. And using the social media, we need to get more emails off platform. Okay. Simple. We need lead magnets. We need website landing pages. That's what we need to be building. And we need to have all the emails connected so that when we get their email address, we don't let them just go cold. We start nurturing them on platform in our social media and off platform. Okay. So if you're at the place in your business where you're like, I just need more like I already have plenty of leads, but I know I always need more. The minute I stop finding leads is the minute that my sales start plateauing and then going like this. Okay. Still have the same things. We need to have a powerful lead magnet to continue to grow our leads. And then the leads that we have to track their engagement. Okay. On platform, meaning in our social media, as well as off platform, what they're doing on our websites and what they're doing with our emails. Okay. So, like, what is your biggest worry? That's what I would ask back. If you're like, I don't know if I'm ready for this tool, my question to you would be like, tell me what your biggest worry is about using a tool that's about growing sales and about a tool that is about finding more leads. Okay. So, someone else had asked, what if I don't need all the tools that are in there? Right. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to need the triple threat tool set. You're going to need that. You're going to need your outbound messaging platform. You're going to need your CRM and your sales funnel. And if you don't need the other ones, like if you're not an art teacher and you don't need the membership site, don't use it. If you don't need the call scheduling yet and the sales funnel that helps you get more calls, you're not taking consultation calls yet, that's okay yet. But when you need it, it'll be in there. I'm confident that just with the 3 tools that you can use with the sales funnel, the outbound messaging, and the CRM, those are the tools that are going to quickly impact your sales and start putting your business on autopilot. So, what's your biggest fear? I see someone, what's your biggest fear? Paying for the tool and not getting sales to break even. Okay. So $347, I'm going to push back and I'm going to say, if you don't have a system to find someone who's going to pay you $347, one person a month, we need to talk about your offer, and we need to talk about like what is really stopping you from believing that your work is not worth $350. There are millions of leads here. Okay. If you're not trying to find them, you're not going to find them. There's a quote from Henry Ford that I absolutely love. He goes, if you believe that you can do it or you believe that you can't do it, you're right, because it all starts right here. Okay. So love you guys. Love you guys. Okay. So what if I don't need all the tools in there? I think I covered that. What about my website? Okay. So I have a lot of people who already have spent lots of money and time building out a website. And you're like, okay, there you have a website. It's not inside of the tool, because we can build your website inside of the tool in a matter of hours. It's already templated and frameworked out, right? You don't need to spend years trying to figure out how to build your website. But if you have, or you've paid someone else to build your website for you, you're like, what now? I want to let you know, we have the ability to still put your website inside of your sales funnel. It's not quite as sweet and seamless. I'll be honest, it's not quite as seamless, but we can still do it with things like trigger links, URL redirects, and making sure that when we are sending out information about your website in your emails, we have the ability to see who is going to your website. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So, how long will this be available to us? So, the complimentary training with the lead magnet, where I'm going to sit down with you and help you build out your lead magnet. It's a 4-week course with the Q&A session with me. It's only available today. So, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is a great tool, it would only be available today for that free lead magnet tool. But this tool, the price is there. Okay. You're not buying the tool from me. Okay. I'm just a collaborative partner who has your framework already ready for you. The sales funnels, the email build out, all that's already ready. But that tool is sitting out there and you're going to be able to purchase it when you want to. Okay. I'm gonna let you know. You can wait another 6 months to do this, but you're gonna still need it now. You still need it. Okay, so great question. Yeah, no, I'm not raising the price on it. If the price goes up, it's simply because the champagne room price has gone up. So, okay, so if by chance you're not an artist, I'm popping in here, listening to what I'm saying, you're not an artist, the champagne price is the same. The champagne room price is the same price for non-artist. Okay. So you can then go and just have a blank like there's no templates built out for you. There's nothing built out. It's still the same price. Okay. So, but now this is one of those things that I'm like, I've already built them. I've already created them. I've already created the automations and I'm like, why not? Okay. So there's no upcharge for the funnels that are in here built for artists. It's just available to you guys. So waiting isn't always the best strategy when you want to make money. Okay. So we're flipping the script. We got to flip the script. We got to go from the place where we're waiting for people to like reach out to us to where we are actively engaging in our sales funnel and identifying the people who are getting ready to pull out their credit cards. Okay. So I love you guys. I want you guys to have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And any questions that you have, feel free to grab a call with me. Remember, you can do that. Or if you want to, every single week, I do an Art Boss report and I show little niblets and tips on how you can use this tool and to quickly get your usually it's about purchase intent. How do we collect behavior that is related to purchase intent? So you can also work with me on a weekly basis in my free zone. But if you don't have the tool, it's not going to help you. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. It was a good session. For those of you who are like waiting to purchase, just the training alone to see the tools that you're going to need to put together. Okay. And you're going to quickly, your tool stack cost is going to quickly go up when you hit that point where you're like, yep, it's time for the champagne room. I want you guys to have that. Okay. Awesome. You guys have a really great rest of your day. Awesome. Have a great one. Oh, yeah, I see some questions here. Let me reach out to you guys. I see some questions specific about the tool. So yeah, Bristol, let me reach out to you. I'm going to do that next. Okay, cool. Great. Great session. Have a great one, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.